Hello everyone and welcome back to Apple 121. This is Will coming to you again with another great training video. Please like and subscribe our content. We really do appreciate it, guys, giving you the best training videos we possibly can give you. And today we're going to talk about Apple Notes. So I love Apple Notes. As you can see, I take a lot of notes here, everybody. So I have notes at the top that I always talk about, the previous 30 days. It's organized all here. And yes, I do save it into iCloud. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of the notes features in here and some of the things I like to use the most. Number one, we're going to talk right above us right here, the toolbar. So I do like a few features we want to talk about in here. I'm going to leave my arrow on a couple of things as I don't want to hit the trash button by accident, but that's pretty obvious. Whichever one is highlighted right here will be selected based on this item over here, but to the left is all about organizing. So you can organize everything based on this layout here as a gallery or as a list. Now, personally, I like list. I don't think gallery is very helpful, to be honest with you, because you're kind of missing something here. The only thing I could say there's an advantage of that, there isn't one. I just don't see a reason to use this look. So, all right, now we could write a new note right up here. Obviously, that's kind of easy, but we also have a couple of different things here. So let's look at one of my top ones is our food shopping list. We made these check boxes right here using this feature. So we separate based on where we go. If I want to go to shop, right, make a return key. Obviously, it kind of capitalized and fixed some things for me. And then I'm going to go to checklist, and then this is the list I check off, and I want to go through the list. So I want to buy some tea, and then I want to buy some honey, stuff like that. And then while you're shopping, you can, obviously on your phone, I'm sure you won't take your 16-inch computer with you, but this all syncs directly to your phone, and then you can just check off the boxes. And as you can see, it shifted the item to the bottom. There is a way to fix that. If you don't want to do the shift feature, what you do is you go to Notes and you go to Settings. There's a feature in here where it says automatically sort checked items. So if you would like to switch that off, it will not bring the item checked off to the bottom of the list. So just something to think about. Also, if you wanted to do a table, you can add a table in here. So I'm going to go down to the bottom here. Let's say I just hit return a couple times. I can add a table. For whatever reason, if you think you need to add a table in here. I mean, the tables work pretty much like how they do everywhere else. So you just add items in it, and as you hit tab, it'll go from one thing to the other, and you keep hitting tab, and it keeps making the list and items. And obviously there's little dots right here. You can actually shift it around if you want to reverse things. If you click on it, you could go to the arrow right here, and then you can add a column before and after, and you could delete the column. So some tools in here, and you could just delete it. Let's talk about photos. So you could actually add photos directly in here, but what if you want to scan a document? So I scan a lot of documents into here. In fact, I have a few here. I had some knee issues, so all my stuff's in here. There's some other items from work. So there's a few things in here that I absolutely have to use, and I scan them in here. So I'm going to make a new document, and I'm going to use my phone to do this. So I'm going to open up my phone. It's unlocked, and then I'm going to go scan a document. Scan a document with your phone. Now, what you're not going to see is what's happening on my phone, but if you've used the scanner before, it's the same idea. So I'm going to scan the item right here and save that, and there it is. This is my son's somewhat drawing. So, yep, I scanned that right from my phone. So your phone obviously has to be connected here close enough. You can also add a sketch. So if you want to sketch on your iPhone, so on my phone right now, I'm going to put Apple, and then hit done. And then the sketch is right there. So you can sketch right on your phone, and you can also take a photo if you want to take a photo. There is another feature here to lock a note. You can add a password to lock this down. So if the note's very important and there's some information there you don't want people to see, you can lock the note down. Now, when you lock the note, it's asking you a question. How do you want to lock this note? You no longer have to remember your password for lock notes. Just use your login password with Touch ID. And you can use your login password. So my Touch ID would lock this note up. So there's a separate password for your notes. So when you make a note the first time, you had the option to lock your note via login password, or you can do a custom password. So I have a notes password built on here. Oh my God, if I remember that, that's going to be a miracle. But that would be very important for me to know. And as you can see, if you don't know the note, Apple can't get you in. There is a forgot password feature, so you can go through the forgot password if you are forgetting it. But notes that already have a password are not going to be affected by this. So don't think you're going to lose your notes. But you're going to go through a process that likely will use your Apple ID or password in order to get into it. So make sure that if you're going to make a notes password, remember that. Because as you can tell, based on my experience right now, I can't even get in. See these little heads right here. These little heads represent that me and my wife are actually sharing this one together. So when she updates something on the list, I get reflected down here. That also goes with like our Sesame Place passes. So yeah, we go to Sesame Place. That's right. We're badass. So you can invite people to collaborate. You can also go to messages and send this as an option, airdrop it to them. You can copy the link and paste it, especially if someone's not a Apple member. So that's the share button up there. Just like in Pages, this also does have features like titles and headings and subheadings and things like that. That way you can title everything correctly. So if you're making a note and you want to go title, it bolds it up, and as you can see, it promotes it right there. Really simple stuff. Notes is not a difficult app to learn, everybody. It really is that simple to do that. And my one favorite feature now is on the bottom right corner of your Mac. If you move your arrow there, a little black box is showing up, and I can click, and right away I can make a new note. So I don't even have to open the Notes app, which is great. So I can go, hello, how are you? And then close this out, and then it saves it right here. So you don't even have to have the Notes app open, and all you got to do is move your arrow over, and you see it actually remembers the last thing I wrote, so I can keep going, which is a nice little feature. So if you're not done with the note and you want to come back to it, you can open it right back up. Really cool way to take notes and things like that. So these are just a few features of the Notes app. I hope you guys got something out of it. It's a little fun to learn, the Notes app, but I love the Notes app. I think it's a great app to try out. I leave a lot of stuff in there. Don't put your passwords in there. That's what you have iCloud Keychain for, by the way. Bad spot to put your passwords. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me on this episode, and I love every single one of you.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for viewing our content. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe so you can see all our training videos as well as links to download our podcast.